Hi guys, we are here with
David Erpen, and I got second place at this year's Swiss National Championship.
Cool. What deck did you play?
I played Sky Striker, go second Sky Striker with a lot of spice.
Okay, interesting. Let's get to it.
So I played 3 Ray, obvious, standard, 3 Ash Blossoms, best hand trap after Maxi, and then the most impactful hand traps at the moment, because Gamma can't get called by the Graved. So and it gets rid of the monster, so that's just absolutely busted. Gamma was one of the best cards in my deck during this tournament.
I guess like really unexpected as well, right?
Yes, no one expected it.
Yeah.
And it gets rid of the Mermaid when you play against Orcrist, which was usually a game changer. Like, the card is so busted.
Okay.
And also during your turn, just negating an Ash Blossom and follow it up with an Omega can just be game. And usually all the time your engage will get negated. So if they have something.
Of course.
Yes. Then 2 Impermanence, just another hand trap which can't get called by the Graved, which was really good. And yeah, it's also good when you set it and negate something like Anti-Spell or Order, which it did once.
Nice.
Helped me a lot. And then the best card, Engage. Good card, Anchor, just to take their stuff. This card is so good. It's just, without this card you wouldn't be able to play Sky Striker, like getting back all your resources. I think this card to 1 would hit the deck way more than Kagari to 1. So I'm glad it's at 3.
Fair enough.
2 field spells. We cut at 1 field spell. I like consistency, but we needed to cut something. I mean, we're playing 41 cards, so yeah, there was the first card we cut. And then the Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones. The utility cards like Eagle Booster and Shark Cannon, and then the back row removal and monster removal in Jamming Wave and Afterburner. 1 other extra Kagari, and sometimes you can even get rid of 2 monsters and draw 2 cards, which is really good. But in the starting hands, that's just a brick, so we won't play more than 1. And then another spicy stuff, because we go second, Mystic Mine is absolutely busted. It didn't win too many games, but it always, the opponent has to put out so many resources to out it, if they can out it. So yeah, it's just, they're getting so far, you get so far ahead in the resource games that you usually win the others, because as soon as Striker is set up, there's no real deck which can beat it, except Imperial Order. Terraforming to Search, then Set Rotation, the 1 card which is absolutely busted against Mystic Mine, because you just set a mine to your field and give them another airspace, and as long as you don't activate your mine, they will never be able to use another mine of their own, so you just kill them and attack, because they usually don't have anything good. Yeah, it's just busted. MST back row removal is really good. You need it sometimes, but usually you should be fine with Afterburner and Jamming Wave.
You decided MST over Twin Twister?
Yes, it's just you need to have a lot of resources, and you don't want to discard anything for just getting a negate out. So MST is just a 1-for-1 trade with stuff like Roar or the Orcrist Field Spell or the Orcrist Counter Trap, which they play against Sky Striker against the Mine version. So they then in this game 2 and 3 they just set like the counter traps that you can't mine them. So you need like stuff which is a 1-to-1 trade, and that's where MST really shines.
Okay, fair enough.
Then the Rota and the Upstart, which are just getting spells in the graveyard. 41 cards with Upstart, really good still, even if it sounds weird. And then the best card in the deck, I think it's evenly matched. When you go second, this card was absolutely busted. In a tournament like the Swiss National Championship, where you expect a lot of rogue, and you go blind second against Orcrist, which doesn't do so many negations on the field, so you just grind out the negate, and then you evenly their field, and they're just done. They can't do shit. Evenly was one of the best cards in the deck.
I can only imagine, yeah.
After this, yeah. So, next up with the extra deck. 1 Kagari, sadly only 1. 3 Hayate. Then 3 not ultimate Shizukus. Shout out at this point to the US postal system. Yes, you can send my cards to Swaziland and not Switzerland. That's good. Good job, man. Kaina for time. Also won me some games, but
Only one, right?
yeah, it's only one. The other effect comes up sometimes, but usually you don't need it, just in time, which then it's absolutely busted. The Hita against Solomon Grade and everything which plays like Ash or something. If there's an Ash in the graveyard, it's just like a free one material, which you get. Unicore, get rid of stuff together with the Ningirsu. He's absolutely busted against Solomon Grade. I love this card. The Boral Sword for OTKs. Topologic Bomber Dragon. Usually you have 2 paths when you go to Hita. You either go Topologic or you go the World Chalice Ningirsu. And you have to decide which is better at the moment, but both can be game-breaking against Solomon Grade. Getting rid of back row. And he never really came up, but if you summon Omega and even if you just send it to the graveyard in the next turn, you can recycle Kogari, which is absolutely busted because you only have 1, so Omega was really good.
Nice.
And then to the side deck, we played like 5 hand traps, like 2 ogres in the mirror match, and like against everything which we don't really know what to side, like to Draco or stuff. This is just a good card.
Thunder Dragon as well, right?
Yeah, Thunder Dragon as well. And then the best hand trap, which is against Orcrist or Thunder Dragon, like Artifact Lancia, just stopping everything. They can't do shit after you in Lancia them.
Mm-hmm.
Then the third MST for Solomon Grade if you want to trade with Roar. And 2 Twin Twisters, siding against Orcrist as well. And the mirror match, like having more back row removal is always really good against, and also against the Mind Burn deck, like having some stuff is really good. For the mirror match, which this deck is not really built for, we decided to play Shared Ride. Shared Ride is just an instant game changer in the mirror match, so really good card. I played 1 mirror match. We were like only 3 Sky Strikers in the top card, and I faced none, which I was glad because the deck is not really good in the mirror match, but yeah, it works still. I won the mirror match because I was the better player. Then Sky Striker Shark Cannon, which is also really good in the mirror match, just getting his Kagari on your field, which kind of negates the fact that you only have 1 Kagari. And also against Solomon Grade, you want to have a second. And then a card which I didn't really like, but kind of won me the top 4 match was Summon Limit. I never sided in on purpose going first, but there was a point in the top cut where everyone realized that I go second, so everyone lets me go first. So I side these in, and yeah, it was a kind of a neck breaker when I drew it. Yeah.
Nice. Kind of a necessary evil, right? You don't want to go first with the deck ever.
But sometimes you have to.
Yeah,
exactly. You can't change that. And as long as no one knows what you're playing, you should be fine. Mm-hmm. But yeah, in the end of a tournament, when it goes to the late rounds, having something for going first helps.
Nice. Any changes you would make to the deck?
At the moment, maybe find something to cut for 40 cards, but I really enjoyed the interaction with the deck, because going blind second in a meta where everyone wants to go first can be really good. I mean, even the Sky Striker players want to start, and that's the only thing where you actually want to go first, but yeah, it's a necessary evil. You have to take that. You have to take that risk, and getting the 6th card is really good. Yeah. So actually, I really enjoyed the deck. So not really. I liked it how it was. And
okay. And
it was really
performed
good
for you as well, right?
Yeah, it performed really well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Any shout-outs?
Shout-outs to Team G.Y.M, best team in Switzerland, even if we didn't win the Swiss National Championship. But yeah, it was kind of unfortunate events, like from 2 of our guys played each other in the top 16. Shoutouts to Card Market, shoutouts to Meta Mets, which made our Mets, and JK Entertainment. Yeah, shoutouts to Kevin Suger and Andreas Koller, which we built the deck together. And yeah, I just knew I can play Sky Striker, so I wasn't really worried that it would be different to play the Mine version, because I never played the Mine version before. Mm-hmm. But I have a lot of experience in Sky Striker, so my fate was with that deck. So
Okay.
it was really good choice.
Cool. So will we see you at the European Championships?
Definitely.
Okay.
I will before the European Championship. I will go to Knoxville with
The
Robin.
Weiss is Knoxville.
Yeah,
Okay,
Weiss is
cool.
Knoxville. But I will definitely be at Utrecht.
Okay, cool. So, David, congrats again to your second place. And yeah, thank you very much for the deck profile. See you in Utrecht. See you in Knoxville for those who go. And take care, man. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Enjoy.